So our next topic then, of health, fitness and well-being. 3 key words, we'll look at the definitions, then we go into the types of it. So, there's healthy lifestyles, fitness and well-being. A healthy lifestyle, you need to know the definition for these. It's a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease. It doesn't just mean you're not ill, you've got the other 3 things as well. Okay? Healthy lifestyle is maybe eating a balanced diet, regular exercise at least 30 minutes, 5 days a week, no smoking, maintaining a healthy body weight and sensible alcohol consumption. That will give you a healthy lifestyle. Fitness. Now then, fitness is a person's capacity to carry out life's activities without getting too tired. It's often used as a measure of the body's ability to function effectively. So, fitness is a range of components, as we've looked at, that make up a person's overall fitness. And again, it's in there, your PC bras and your fat men lunch cakes, all them components, fitness, linking into that. Well-being then, someone's well-being, the definition for this one is a feeling of mental state, a feeling or mental state of being contented, happy, prosperous and healthy. So well-being is, you keep your heart muscles in shape, you increase your blood flow, reduce stress, you've got reduced diabetes risk, you promote a better social life, all them things mixed in. You need to know them definitions if they ask you them. Might have been on a multiple choice question on the papers. Ones that we look at now then. First of all, a sedentary lifestyle. It basically means inactivity. So a definition of this is a lifestyle that is inactive and involves much sitting down. For example, if you worked on a computer all day in an office and then you went home to sit and watch TV without doing any physical activity, that is what is a sedentary lifestyle. Okay? Opposite to that then, we've got 3 areas that we look at now. Physical benefits of sport, the physical effects of exercise. Physical factor 1, injury. The benefit, well, exercise will help injuries heal and enable the body to retain its fitness levels. Consequence of inactivity though, so if you didn't, you'd be more likely to suffer stress and strains in ordinary life activities due to a lack of fitness. Coronary heart disease, CHD. Well, if you exercise, you'll be less likely to suffer from it. Exercise will keep the heart and blood supply healthy. If you didn't exercise then, it might cause it due to a build-up of fat in the arteries. Blood pressure. If you exercise, more likely to be normal levels for a healthier person. Whereas if you didn't exercise, sedentary lifestyle, you'd be more likely to have high levels of blood pressure. Bone density. If you exercise, you're more likely to have normal bone strength. However, you might be more at risk of bones being broken in activity. That's a negative side of it. However, if you didn't exercise, then bones won't be as healthy as an active individual and you've got more chance of weaker bones and liable to damage anyway. Obesity. Less likely for someone to be obese if you're training. Exercise uses the energy and obviously it burns the body fat and deposits in the body. Okay? If you didn't exercise, inactive, you're more likely for body's BMI to show too much body fat. This causes, again, diseases such as CHD. Type 2 diabetes. Well, if you exercise, you'd be less likely for those who exercise regular. It's more likely to have normal blood sugar levels. Whereas for those who don't train, this is one of the biggest ones recently, type 2 diabetes, you're more likely to have it. The body does not produce enough insulin and too much glucose remains in the blood. Obese or older people more likely to suffer from this. Last 2, we've got posture. Now, they ask some questions on how exercise can improve your posture. Well, posture is more likely to be normal, with fewer problems with the muscles of the back. Activity can affect posture negatively though on occasions. You've got to think about activities that require good core strength. It's going to develop muscles to hold your posture, or muscles in your back are going to be developed to keep you upright, as opposed to if you weren't, you'd be slouched over and things like that. Okay? So exercise can develop posture. Without it, poor posture can lead to musculoskeletal damage, and it's more common with people who aren't taking part. Finally, fitness. Well, that's an obvious one, isn't it? If you're exercising, the more active you are, the more likely to be fit you are. Inactive people, more likely to be unfit, and more chance to suffer from muscle damage and things like that. Last 2, less on these now. Physical benefits were massive. Could be a 6 marker. Again, I keep saying that, but there's a lot of topic area into it. First one, emotional effects of exercise and not exercising. 3 things. First one, self-esteem and confidence can be increased. You feel better about yourself if you're exercising, and you're more confident in the way you look. And activity can release a hormone called serotonin that makes you feel happy about yourself. If you didn't exercise then, so a sedentary lifestyle, you may have low self-esteem and confidence because you lack the energy, and you might be obese. You might not be as keen, as confident to go out and do things. Stress management. Well, if you exercise, stresses from everyday life can be forgotten and released when you're exercising. Whereas if you don't, you've got more likelihood to be dwelling on life's difficulties and not able to get rid of stress as easily. Okay? Finally, image. If you exercise, a good level of self-image is likely. Alright? You feel like you look good to yourselves and you feel better about yourself if you've been exercising. So if you didn't exercise, well, you have a poor self-image. It can arise from a poor body image, which can be related to obesity or things where it's the opposite side, where you're underweight. Okay? Last ones then, social effects of exercise. Social factor number 1, friendship. If you're exercising, people can make friends with others involved in activities. It's as simple as that. If you go to a football club, they'll ask you for the examples. There are people there to take part with. You will socialise and mix with them. Remember, give the sport an example. Likewise, if you didn't, you might not go out very much, and you're therefore less likely to meet new people. Belonging to a group. Benefits from this and of exercising. Well, people can belong to a team, an exercise class or a club. You know, through exercise, go and join a running club. Even if you run on your own, you're still part of a club. You're involved with the club activities. Consequence of inactivity, well, isolation might happen. You're not involved in a club. You know, you're not part of something. You might be dispirited in the end. Finally, loneliness. Now, benefit from exercise, those in the club, team, class or group may have friendships. You won't feel alone if you're part of a team. Now, I go to a gym, CrossFit 26 in Wigan, and it's fantastic. You know, you're part of that club, that group of people. You wear the clothes, you wear the gym kit, you feel part of our team. You're less likely to feel lonely and feel belonging to something. Whereas if you didn't, you're not part of a group or team, and it can result in feeling isolated and feeling lonely. Okay, not part of anything. Massive impact, and the government are actually looking at improving all 3 of these things, the physical factors in the previous slide, to actually improve the health of England and the nation itself. 6 mark will probably ask you about all 3 of these, and you need to be able to just talk about how we do it. Give loads of sporting examples. If you play for a team, this will happen. If you didn't, this could happen. You know, all the things I've just spoken about there, link them all in.